It was the night before Christmas when Happy Hogan found out that
We got a code red. The Avengers Tower's been overtaken.
On Christmas?
Well, you got the color of the suit, right? I'm Santa Claus, baby.
What is this, Con Air? No, wait, Under Siege? No. Oh, that's not it.
Hey, John McClane, focus. A holiday party. What could go wrong?
Oh, gotta admit, that's some solid holiday wordplay.
What's going on, guys? Bart here with Tully Television, and I want to thank all of you for stopping by, liking, commenting, subscribing, all that beautiful stuff. I hope that today is the day we earn that subscription. If so, you hit that red subscribe bar down below. If you're looking to start the new year off right and end this year off on a great note, hitting that subscribe bar will help our channel. To follow up on our milestone watch along 300, and I said I was going to buy the movie 300 to do a watch along. I'm probably going to be buying that DVD tomorrow. So basically, in the next couple weeks, when I have a time and it comes in, we'll do that, and then I'll be mailing out those comic books to the winner. And but let's get into today's video, which is what if Happy Hogan saved Christmas. This is going to be episode 3 of season 2. Jeffrey Wright, of course, is the Watcher. Jon Favreau is Happy Hogan. Kate Dennings is Darcy. Colby Smulders is Maria Hill, who got the short end of the stick in Secret Invasion. Sam Rockwell as Justin Hammer. Chris Hemsworth as Thor. Mark Ruffalo as the Hulk. Jeremy Renner as Hawkeye. Mike Wingett as Tony Stark. Lake Bell as Black Widow. And Josh Keaton as Steve Rogers. Now, pretty much the premise of this episode is that Happy Hogan and Darcy are setting up the holiday party at Avengers Tower. This takes place around, I think they said like around the time that Ultron happened, but I could be wrong about that. But whatever the case may be, they're getting ready for their Christmas or holiday gathering at the Avengers Tower. All the Avengers during the first part of this episode are doing things like charity work, doing Christmas shopping and what have you, so they're not at the tower. And as I said, Darcy and Happy are back at the tower setting up all these things. Happy gets a little frustrated with Darcy and has her go out and get maraschino cherries for Tony's hot toddies or something. I don't know. Maraschino cherries, or however you pronounce those type of cherries. Those like little bright red ones that you usually put on ice cream and stuff. So she's out of the thing too. And meanwhile, while all this is going on, Justin Hammer decides to tries to attack Avengers Tower to get his hands on a blood sample of the Hulk so he can, Hulk out! And they basically make this a Die Hard type of parody. Justin Hammer talks about how he always wanted a Red Ryder BB gun for Christmas. And everyone is like, isn't that the movie, bro? And he totally ignores it. Justin Hammer. Sam Rockwell did such a great job as Justin Hammer. In just a general sense, I don't know why they never brought him back. He's such a little swarmy fuck, you know what I mean, in the movies and in this. Like, you just a very punchable man, and he did such a great job on this. If if I ever meet the actor, I'm definitely going to have to use this as one of his best roles to him to really let him know the emotion he invoked in me. Which means he did a good job, you know what I mean, in my opinion. And I like how a lot of the original actors were able to come back in voiceover, and it's kind of hard. You know, you can't bring everyone back like Chris Evans and ScarJo. I mean, that alone would probably be the whole budget of the episode, right? So you kind of have to try to get some people that sound like the cadence and stuff for these characters. But some of the other ones do come back. And so what Happy Hogan does is he tries to save the vial of blood and accidentally injects himself. And he becomes basically a purple version of a Hulk monster. Now, this does beckon back to some earlier Iron Man stories from Tales of Suspense, in which he becomes a character called the Freak, meaning Happy Hogan, through some other means that's not exactly like this. So they're kind of reaching into that a little bit and reaching into the She-Hulk story where everyone was trying to get Hulk powers or whatever through the blood. And so Happy Hogan basically has to do a Die Hard to save everybody. And there's definitely a lot of Die Hard references in this movie, in this show. The way he jumps off of the side of the building is very reminiscent of the fire hose scene. Near the end, Justin Hammer almost falls to his demise, just much like Hans Gruber. And the Avengers do show up near the end of the episode and attack Happy. And so Darcy's like, no, he's on the list. And basically points to Justin Hammer in the Hulkbuster armor. And then everyone gets on him and stuff. And basically, Happy Hogan does save Christmas because if it wasn't for him holding off Justin Hammer and his mercenaries, who's to say what would have happened in that universe with Justin Hammer with the powers of the Hulk? That would be pretty frightening, in my opinion, to have such a volatile, childlike person in possession of those type of powers, right? Like, you can wipe out whole cities just from rampaging throughout the city. Even though I thought that this was a solid episode, and I don't really have too many nitpicks about it, or really any at all, I'm not going to say that this was my favorite episode. I'd have to probably say, I think probably the Peter Quill episode so far is my favorite. But we still have a few episodes to deal with. Like, I think we're gonna be able to revisit Peggy Carter and her discovering the Hydra Stomper. Continue that story from last year. There's going to be a whole new origin story for someone that's set back during the early days of the Mohawk tribe, and her getting powers through the Tesseract and basically shaping the new world in a different way. That seems like an interesting premise. There's just a lot of different episodes out there still yet to come, and we're going to follow up on those, of course. But so far, out of the first 3 episodes, I'd have to say that the Peter Quill episode is my favorite so far. But you let me know down below what you've been thinking of this new season of What If. I think that it's shaping up to be a really good season so far. In a general sense, I'm starting to feel like Things are really picking up, and I like the concept of a new episode every day for the week and a half ish that it's going to be out. Unfortunately, I think we'd all like to see like a weekly episode of What If or something like that every week. But I mean, the production and the whole thing with animation, that you'd really need to have a lot to start off with in order to get you by until you can start finishing up the newer episodes, right? To where you have, say, 20 episodes done, and then by the time that 17th, 18th episode airs, you can have another 5 to 7 ready, and so forth and so on, and go on from there. Or however they would do that, I'm just but a lowly bird lawyer from the South, I don't know nothing about the Hollyweird and everything ways. But that's my thoughts on this. You let me know down below what you have been thinking. Any What If series that you'd like to see show up in future seasons, future episodes, let me know. But until next time, peace, Snookums.